Hello and welcome. This is my video journal and this is week 9. Let's get right into it. Um yeah, so what happened was on Thursday the 27th. Let me move over that. Okay, so on Thursday the 27th, I was on my way to my first class and there was a bunch of turkeys on top of a car and it was pretty funny. Um Overall just that just happened. There was just turkeys chilling on top of a car. Um I got through all my classes, and then my group for the E&V project, how I like wrote down a note about like how I'm not really sure how I feel about them. They wanted to meet at 9 o'clock at night, already kind of a red flag. Uh, and so we met at 9, and we got a little bit of work done in the hour we had that we worked together. And I was so just tired. I don't like working late at night. I don't like people who are loud really late at night. It kind of like hurts my brain. And well, not like people who are loud late at night, but like one girl was legitimately like scream talking at me, and the other one just didn't cover her mouth whenever she coughed or sneezed. So I was just like a little annoyed, but it's fine. They're okay people. They're human beings. Next day was the 28th. I went after class. So after classes, I went to the gym with Skylar, and it was leg day, and I learned some leg stuff, and it was just overall pretty nice. But before that happened, in my first class that day, I got on my computer and all the files got super corrupt. Like, just not like the files, that's what I found out later, but it threw me into the BIOS screen, and I was just like, I couldn't get out of it. My computer was like just not working. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm not using my computer that day. And then that night, I had it was sort of a long and annoying bike shift because what was happening was like just I wanted to get done so I could go to the Halloween party with gaming club, but overall all the bikes had issues and it was taking me a while and it was cold and just it wasn't that fun, but I got it done. I got all the bikes issues dealt with and I made it to gaming club and hung out there in the Toad costume, and it was a cool Halloween party. I had a lot of fun. Saturday 29th. Um, Tried working on my computer that morning. Still in the BIOS screen, still not loading. Something was just going wrong. So I called some friends and talked to them about it. I talked to IT at my school, and I even researched it. So what we figured out was it was either an issue with the hardware or an issue with some corrupted files or corrupted OS that was just causing it to like not want to actually like boot anything up and like bring me out of the BIOS screen. So that was fun. Um After that, I Anna brought me over to her house and I met her mom and her brother and we took some pictures in our costumes. I was Toad and Anna went as Bowsette because we were just like talking about like costume ideas, like couples costume ideas. And Anna was like, I'll go as Bowsette. That'd be cute. And I was like, okay, what character goes with that? I thought, and I was like, well, I don't want to be Mario because that's kind of boring. I'll be Toad because that works. And it was pretty funny. I did my I wore my Toad costume. I'm pretty sure I already probably explained that in a past video, the story behind my Toad costume, but nah. But we took some pictures in that. We went out and got some curry and noodles, and that was really good. And then we stayed up watching Pitch Perfect together. Never seen that movie before. Pretty decent movie. I kind of liked it. It was pretty good. The next day, it was Sunday. I got a ride from Beth to Best Buy to get my computer looked at, and one of the Geek Squad guys was like, "Oh yeah, no, I can just totally like take you right now," and it was great. He helped a bunch, and we sorted out the problem entirely, and I got picked up by Skylar, who was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm totally able to like grab you, dude. No worries." And so on the way back, we just like talked D&D and stuff, and it was pretty nice. went back to my dorm, began resetting my computer, and then Anna came and got me, and we met up with my FYS 110, or like the undeclared or gust program at my school, to go to Haunted Overload on a field trip. So that was fun. I was driving, and there was a bunch of people in the back seat, and then Anna was in the passenger seat, and listened to music. We stopped at Five Guys, and it was pretty good. Pretty good. Uh, the walk itself was a lot of fun. Um, this is like my fifth time going. I always love it. Haunted Overload is like my favorite haunted anything, and they always do a really good job. Like a lot of really cool actors, and just they really know how to, set the precedent of like this is what like happens when you put a lot of funding and a lot of effort and a lot of just care into doing a haunted walk, and it was so cool. Um, then after that, we went to the farm store, and it was pretty pretty empty. Not gonna lie. I did get like a chocolate brain for Beth because it was his birthday coming up, and yeah, and so we went back, we drove back, and it was kind of later. And once we got back to the school, we ran over to one of the buildings where I knew my friends were playing D&D, and dropped off the chocolate brain and just dropped in to say hello. A lot of stuff apparently was going down in D&D, and it's currently Sunday when I'm filming this. So a week has gone by since then, and I'm excited to hear what has happened and what I've missed. Um, and yeah, after that, we hung out, me and Anna, for a bit, and that was really nice. Monday was the 31st, good old Howl's Eve. So I finalized details for the Halloween party that I was planning that was going to happen that night. Uh, and I wore the Toad costume all day, and people loved it. And we had the little Halloween get together party, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We watched the movie Freaked, which is quite the movie. You really have to see it to know anything about it. And yeah, and the next day was November 1st, which was just weird. Spooky season was over. I drew a young version of my D&D character that day, and I was still working on just re-downloading stuff on my computer. And I gave my mom a call because technically the 31st was her birthday, but like I I couldn't really like I couldn't call her for long that day. So I'm instead the first November 1st, I called her and I talked with her for a while because, she deserves good a good phone call. I love my mom. But yeah, and then Wednesday the 2nd, I had a gear rental store shift, and I had lots of homework to do. But I ended up helping clean boats because we were just like getting ready for winter and we need to put the boats away, so I helped clean all the boats. And I studied like hell because the day after the 2nd, the 3rd was my sociology exam. Not exam. It was a midterm, but it's like 20% of the grade. So I had to work hard on that. So yeah, that was the past week. As always, thank you for tuning in. Uh, yeah, arrivederci.